Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex and our friend, what's his name? Jimmy. Jimmy the dummy. All right, so guys, we're gonna be using what we just showed in the previous video, but Alex is gonna demonstrate how we use these strikes, how we like to train him on the experienced dummy. All right, so here we go. Alex is going to be inside the closed guard position, so you're just kneeling inside the guard. And now we talked about how we can use our elbows. So here's the deal. We're going to actually use the 12-6 into the legs. So these are great options to use. So every time you train, if you have a dummy like this, this is great because now you have the leg positions and you know exactly where to aim the elbows, all right? So just throw a few here from left to right, basically. And now we're just practicing how we control the torso as we throw an elbow. Now from here we have straight punches as well. We can just throw basic straight punches. So one goes right into the chin, or sometimes you just single or even double attacks. And now from here just 1-2s. And now you can start to combine what we just did. So we have the drop elbows into a straight punch. This is a favorite of mine where we just rebound right into a 1-2, drop the elbow, 1-2, or do the opposite, right? Just start with the punches, and now as you throw the strikes, he finishes with an elbow. So now go ahead. Boom, bam, bam, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes hands first. And now punches into an elbow and same thing. And now you can start to mix and match and use the different strikes we have. Now we also talked about, well, you're going to holding either the armpits or the biceps. So C-clamp in the armpits, okay? And now from there he could stand up and now use those strikes from the standing position to ground and pound from here. This is a great position because now you have to keep a nice solid base, make sure you're not swept. Also control one side that you're going to be controlling is you got to make sure the guy doesn't spin underneath for a leg lock. All these different advanced tactics, but every time you train, you're keeping those things in your mind, right? So the next position we're going to look at is once you've passed the guard, you will now be into the side control position. Okay, so from here, we can slam some knees to the rib cage. So with the near side knee or the top side knee as well, right? So it doesn't really matter, into the armpit. Now we can also use the elbows from here. Watch how he's going to use the elbows from here. Slam the elbows down to the head or drop elbows beside the temple, the ear, or the jawline, right? These are highly effective tools. Now you want to do these once you're into a good base position, either on your palms or using your forearms and nice over-under position. You want to get used to both methods. Sometimes you'll create a little bit more space, other times you'll stay nice and tight, just chop them down from the over-under. Practice many different ways from your side control position. Now, as he switches to the knee on belly, from here, we talked about the head control we had. So he's going to hold the head, and now look at the punches. Straight through, and now we can start to release and slam some punches down, right? So I always recommend your first punch, you're controlling so that way there, this guy is not trying to hip escape away. If you lift the head, it nullifies a lot of the escapes. He can't bridge and he can't shrimp, right? So lifting the head off the mat and now slamming that first punch, and then you could start to rain down more attacks afterwards. Now from here, you can also throw some elbows. So from the knee on belly, you have some elbow positioning, all right? You go here, elbows on both sides, all right? And you can easily switch into the mount position. So from the mount, you'll have your same attacks, right? Your high mount position will be here in the armpits, and now you have your punches as well as your elbows. You can practice, always focusing where you're attacking. So your elbow strikes, punching strikes, all right? If you want to get into a lower mount, you can imagine you're putting those hooks, those grapevines. And now from here, hold the head, palm strikes or knuckle strikes to the side, all right? Short elbows. This is not the best position to strike when you have your hooks in. It's a better controlling position, but it's okay because sometimes you still want to just short punches from there. Don't forget, you also can attack the body as well. Even from the mount position, the opponent might have his hands up like this. So the higher the elbows to protect the face, that means there's less protection to the body. So from here, we can attack the body just like in boxing, or as we posture up, straight punches down the solar plexus as well. These are seldom used, but they're highly efficient techniques. Now we also have the back control. Let's look at the back. Let's say, for example, you were behind the opponent. Now from here, even though you have back control, it's always looked at as a choking position. We can also, just from here, short punches to the face. You're working your chokes or your seatbelt control, but it doesn't matter. You can still short punch to the face or to the chin to keep the attention away from the neck as well as the arms, because we have a lot of submission techniques we can do from the back control as well. Now you can also use your heels and dig those into the legs, to the stomach, right? You can use those heels as attacking weapons, and that's going to keep the opponent's mind off of your arms. That way there you can sink in maybe a rear naked choke, or even switch to an arm lock position from here as you trap the elbow and pass your leg over. And now from here you can attack the elbow as well. So these are just different methods you can use if you have a grappling dummy such as this one, where of course it's not as thick and dense, but it gives you at least that visualization of where you'd be hitting those elbows or those punches as well from different positions for mixed martial arts. All right, so there you have it. Jimmy's knocked out. And here's another tutorial for you guys. Ground and pound techniques using the punching bag. If you don't have a grappling dummy such as this one, you can also just use pillows or just a regular heavy bag. Will do the job as well if you have a good imagination to know where the opponent's face, arms, as well as legs will be situated. Guys, leave us a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this one. Until next time.
See you guys in the next video.
Take care.